Hey guys, OSG here, and this time I'm back with a remake of a comparison. Due to my YouTube fiasco, I am having to redo my videos with commentary. Anyway, this is Robocop comparison, in order of greatness. I'm quite glad I got the chance to remake this video, as in the first video I missed the CoCo version, as I couldn't emulate it, and I placed the Spectrum version unfairly low, as I emulated on the 48K, so no music etc. 12th and last place goes to the Apple II version. I know after doing the Prince of Persia comparison that the Apple was capable of much more. Yeah, maybe I don't expect the graphics to be great, but the gameplay is equally as bad. In 11th place we have the CoCo version. First thing you notice is just how bad it looks, although not as bad as the Apple, which is a shame because the game itself is not too bad. I like that you can walk up the stairs from the start. This game sort of reminds me of a bad NES version. Tenth place goes to the DOS version. Besides looking half decent, the game is absolute garbage, as I'm sure you can see and hear. In 9th place is the MSX version, and to the untrained eye you might think this is the Spectrum version. Well, it is ported from the Spectrum. Looks and sound wise it's almost identical, but it's truly lacking in the great gameplay that the Spectrum has. Eighth position goes to the Gameboy version. Make no mistake though, this is an absolutely great handheld version. Music is great, gameplay is great, in fact it's one of my favourite Game Boy games ever. In 7th position we have the NES version. Now this one's a funny one for me because it's not a bad looking or playing game, but Nintendo did what they nearly always did with a great game. They took it and Nintendoized it. It just doesn't feel like I'm playing the Robocop I loved on the arcade. As a standalone game though, it's pretty decent. Sixth place goes to the Amstrad. This version is a great example of what the Amstrad was capable of. Lovely colours, good music and great scrolling, which was lacking in so many Amstrad games. In 5th place we have a jump up from the first video for the Spectrum. This is the 128K version and it really added to the game. A lot of Spectrum fans regard this as a definitive version of Robocop. It is a really good game, but with a lack of solid colour it's sometimes hard to make things out on the screen. Gameplay wise I would probably have ranked this second or third on the list as it's awesome. Fourth place goes to the Atari ST. It's the first in the list that truly looks and sounds like the original arcade port. Sadly the gameplay doesn't come close to the arcade. Still very playable though. In third, we have the Amiga, and I think this might be a port from the Atari ST version. However, it does it that little bit better with a larger screen area and better sounding music. Okay, top 2, and in second we have the C64 version. Maybe this is no surprise that I have put this here, because I've made no secret that I love the C64 version. But maybe a few years back, before the debugged version was released, this wouldn't have made the top 5. But now it's fixed, I think it definitely deserves second place. The music alone keeps me playing. The top spot goes to the arcade, and to be honest, it's way ahead of anything else on this list. It was one of those games that you would hear over the top of all other arcades and would draw you in. Mega hard after level 2, but I still pumped loads of money into this week after week. Okay, that's it for Robocop. I've had a great time remaking this video, and in the future I will be doing the same thing with most of my videos, as I don't want to lose them. Thanks again for watching, everyone. This is OSG signing out.
Garbage!